Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you part 2 in our Let's Play of Strange Horticulture. We are in the middle of day 2, Saturday. We have collected a pretty sizable number of plants by this point, and I just realized that these little buttons can move on my desk. So I think if I move them all to this kind of tulip-looking image, that maybe it will unlock something for me. Maybe not. Is there another image where it's upside down? Oh, there is. Did I do something? No. Okay, well, that might have something to do with something. Maybe there's more of these and they all combine to make a code. But regardless, we've got at least that one. So anyway, let's pet Hellbore, because Hellbore is adorable and deserves all the pets, and then welcome our next guest. Oh, hello, Bethany Coleman.
You may have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. May Arduinna bring her spirit peace. The nature of her death is unusual. The Sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy.
Ooh, we get to go on a secret expedition to the woods. For some sort of witchy business? I'm in. Okay, Mary's breath. Salatum regis. The wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. It is said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in the royal gardens so that the king could ensure the trust of his confidants, but the practice fell out of favor. Gee, I wonder why. Okay, wide, waxy leaves. Wide and waxy leaves. I mean, these are pretty wide and waxy, but this has a lot of lines, and these plants don't seem to. Smooth, waxy leaves. Okay, maybe it is that. It's pretty much the right shape. Okay, so let's consider that as a possibility. I've already identified that. These have wide leaves, but not the right shape. These do not look quite right. So maybe it is that. I mean, it said they're waxy. Okay, let's go with this. I think this is our best bet as Mary's breath. I don't know, pink. Let's go with pink. I don't have a color labeling system just yet. Oh no, I need to be more careful. That wasn't Mary's breath. I must be better prepared next time. Okay, how do I remove my label? Unknown. Not Mary's breath. Okay. Mary's breath. Oh, does it take away? Oh, I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. So if you get stuff wrong, something bad happens? Do I lose? Oh, regardless, scary. Are these wide, waxy leaves? The flowers are a soft purple with a sweet scent. No, they're kind of wavy, so I don't think that's it. These are wide. The veined leaves have a waxy finish. The wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. It looks very watery. They are veined. Maybe it's that. Okay. Anything else with wide leaves? That hasn't been identified yet. The only other one with wide leaves is this one. A single pink flower that smells pleasant, but it doesn't say anything about waxy leaves. So perhaps this is the Mary's breath. Let's give it a try. Pink, oops, Mary's breath. Okay, it was that one. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, and now we have an invitation to the forest. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen, and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore across from Torver. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Arduinna. Okay. Deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore across from Torver. Grisdale Forest, mile from the lake shore across from Torver. A mile from the lake shore across from Torver. So, like, here? Across from Torver in Grisdale Forest? Yes, okay. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door, along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table draped in silk is the Arda. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black, her mouth, her veins, her hair all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? Asks my escort I set to work. Scary. Wren. Can Wren do this? That sounds horrifying. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons and so can be used to detect them. Though it has no flower, it is said to smell unpleasant to those who have known death and sweet to those who have not. Ooh. This looks interesting. The long leaves, no flower, said as smell to unpleasant or sweet, depending on whether you have known death. It has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat, so unpleasant, so I have known death, if that's the wren, which it looks like it. I mean, something with no flower and long leaves. Yeah, gotta be. So I'm gonna label that as wren and give it a try. Okay, good. I extract a sample of the Arda's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. And I also have a new addition to my book, my encyclopedia. Gray sandfire. Sandfire has a tough outer bark, which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire. All right, and then I'll collect my 2 new plants. New plants acquired. I'm gonna put them in my new plant area. Okay, I have satisfied the contents of this letter. All right, I think it's time to invite a new guest after a quick little pet session. Yes, who's a good kitty? Isidore Burbridge.
I'm this close to reporting you, half-wit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I'll have your little shop shut down and torn to the ground if you don't make this right.
Butterdale symbol Meekdu. I need to think carefully about which plant to use here. My actions could have consequences. So I get to give him... Oh, do I get a choice? I get to choose between Butterdale and Meekdu. Butterdale, often found growing in clumps on valley sides, Butterdale has been used for centuries as a cure for all manner of skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. Meanwhile, Meekdu, the beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets, make this a sought-after decorative plant, although it is difficult to care for. It may be a pleasant-looking plant, but touching the leaves against bare skin will result in painful sores. Okay, so I could give him something that'll be helpful, or I could make him even more angry. I am a goody two-shoes, and will be giving him the plant that he requests, even though it is tempting to give him something else. I do want to label both of these correctly, though. The beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets. A decorative plant. Touching the leaves against bare skin results in painful sores. I mean, this one has a bunch of tiny florets. Small leaves, delicate flowers. Those look like that flower. So that could be the meek dew. And I don't see any other flowers made up of a bunch of tiny little florets that we haven't already labeled, because we've already labeled this one. Okay, so I think this is meek dew. And I'm gonna label it as such. Meek dew, but I'm not gonna give it to him. I'm just gonna label it. And I am gonna try and give him Butterdale, which is a cure for skin rashes. The dark green leaves can be stewed and mulched to form a poultice. The flowers smell buttery to some people. And they're dark green. Dark green leaves with this kind of interesting shape. Dark green leaves. Oh, these smell like butter. The purple flowers have a light buttery scent. Okay, wonderful. Butterdale. Butterdale. Let's go purple. And I will provide you with Butterdale, Mr. Crank. Storian. The dark red fruits should not be ingested under any circumstances, as they are highly poisonous, resulting in insanity and then death. Oh my gosh. A cross-section of the stem shows the distinctive triple xylem and oh my gosh, I forgot how to say that. Phloem of the Storian. I remember learning about that a long time ago. Okay, well, that's the end of day 2, so I guess let's start day 3, which would be Sunday, end day. I'm gonna take a sip of water here. We'll flip over our clue deck here. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, west of Rustland, south of Crinkle Craigs. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. The moon! Interesting, the moon is changing. It's becoming more full. Day 3, Sunday. I have the will and the inclination to explore. Oh, good. My rising dread has decreased after a good night's sleep, which, you know, relatable. Let's try and find this place, which has a lot of... North of Hawkshead. Can I, like, where's my magnifying glass? Yes, get this out. Get out of my way. I'm trying to do multiple things at once here, okay? No! Okay, you go over there. North of Hawkshead, east of Lowick. North of Hawkshead. Hawkshead, east of Lowick. Rustland and Crinkle Craigs. Kris Kringle? River. Where is this place? Endmore. Telby. Hawkshead, Lowick. Oh, Crinkle Craigs. South of Crinkle Craigs. West of Rustland. Where's Rustland? South of Crinkle Craigs. West of Rustland. North of Hawkshead. Oh, Rustland. Okay, west of Rustland, south of Crinkle Craigs. East of Lowick. Okay, which means it has to be in 17 somewhere. And then north of Hawkshead. Hawkshead. Oh, okay, there's Hawkshead and there's Crinkle Craig. So it has to be 17 and then row E. Whatever this row is. Yeah, okay, 17E is what we're looking for. Will to explore, activated. 17E. South of Crinkle Craigs, north of Hawkshead, Lowick, and Rustland. There we go. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of a field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm, points. I follow his outstretched finger and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. Okay. Show me your hidden flowers, sir. Interesting. So we got a couple new ones. I'm gonna put them with my as yet unidentified mysterious plants. Okay, this one can go with the mushrooms. I like this cool glowing green one. I want to know what that is. Oh, Hellboy, you're so sleepy. Who's a sleepy kitty? Who's so sleepy? Oh, he follows my mouse. I love it. You're so cute. Always down for cats in games. Please give me more cats. Wilbur Miller. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of what's it, something or other. I'm no green-eyed drear, that's for sure. My mind isn't at all what it used to be. It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline. I read about that. Lady of Summer. The leaves curl round delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature make this a sought-after ornamental plant, aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. Okay. So this could be... The leaves curl round delightfully. Have I already labeled a Lady of Summer? Curling leaves? That sounds familiar. Curling leaves. Fox button, St. John's poppy, meek dew. Oh, that's the lemon dandy. Okay, so it doesn't curl as much. The leaves curl round delightfully, which combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature make this a sought-after ornamental plant. And it does have a couple of little stamens as well. So not this. It doesn't look like this one. A single pink flower that smells pleasant. It's close, but it doesn't have any stamens. And there's like thorns on the stem, which seems strange. That's Gandy Root. Is it... Oh, is it one of the flowers we already found? Is this Our Lady of Summer? A single sweet smelling dark flower. Curling leaves, little stamens. Okay. The leaves curl around delightfully. Okay, hopefully it's that. Hopefully that's the Lady of Summer. Lady of Summer. Please be right. Yay! Huzzah! Fennit. Chewing the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. It has long, soft leaves. And we already know which one is the fennit, because it's the one we received during a trade. Okay. They're saying the Arda's been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust that Sisterhood, but it seemed to me the Arda always looked out for the less fortunate. Thank you for your perspective on the social goings-on, sir. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. I do actually have a plant, or at least I learned about one. But we're gonna go to Great Gable, it sounds like. Since I have the will and inclination to go traveling today. Great Gable. Great Gable. Why are alliteration names so satisfying? Great Gable. After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still some distance from the summit. I am freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain. Unless I brought my handy-dandy brimlock with me. Suffering from hypothermia, has a warming effect. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. Waxy and tough, and small yellow flowers. Small yellow flowers. I don't know that I have anything with small yellow flowers. This does not look right. Cream-colored flowers that smell wonderful. No. So would it be something... Oh, maybe it's this. Sans flowers. Smooth, waxy leaves. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. Maybe this is my brimlock. I've tried once before to figure out this plant, and I'll try once again. Brimlock. I'm sort of loosely going with, like, pink is dangerous and purple is less dangerous, and maybe yellow is neutral or something. That's sort of been my loose system, which we might have to refine later. I have gathered a sunset mount trap encyclopedia book entry. The sunset mount cap, got it, is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called stinking mount cap as a result of its unpleasant odor. It is thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home and is often placed in doorways. It is mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. That sounds like my stinky mushroom. I had a stinky mushroom plant. Where'd it go? Yeah, this thing. A type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called stinking mount cap as a result of its unpleasant odor. It smells strongly of soured milk. I feel like maybe that is the sunset mount cap. Yeah, should we label it? Let's go with it. Let's label it. Sunset mount cap. Smells bad, so we'll go with the pink label there. Anyway, I push on, no longer feeling the cold, and am presently rewarded with a plant. New plant. Oh, it's kind of pretty, like with the grayish flowers. We'll put it over here on our mystery shelf of acquired flowers. This letter has been resolved, and we can welcome our next guest, Norman Lee.
This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it.
Okay, cursed plant. Got it. Cursed plant. Cursed mushrooms. Bad mushrooms. Take it. Simone Green.
Hellbore! Always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants again. I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants.
Doesn't sound like a favor, that sounds like an ultimatum.
I've been burning the midnight oil again and could use some common trouse, and I know where to find it. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime.
Red pike. Here, take this. Her voice just changes to mine. Despite being described as common, the trouse can in fact be quite tricky to find. However, it is known to grow in abundance on the slopes of red pike. Nobody knows why. Its leaves have been used for centuries as a balm against eye strain. Okay, to red pike we go. I have the will to explore. Red pike. Aha. I found that much faster than many other places. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, and the views majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I'm after. Oh. That seems uncharacteristically pleasant. And what was that one called that we just found? Common trouse, is that it? Red pike, yep, okay. Common trouse. Common trouse. Its leaves have been used as a balm against eye strain, which sounds like a pleasant effect, so I'll give it a purple tag. All right. Ding dong, Verona Green.
When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know what I'm capable of, sort of thing. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in future. Have you got any shimmerlung?
I'm just gonna give this lady a shimmerlung so she can poison a kid. Make him think he's turning into a toad. Sure, you know what? Why not? Dried stem of the shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near blinding white purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large ridged leaves. Okay, is that what this is? Smells faintly of wood smoke, feels like rough glass paper. The dried stem of the shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily. Yeah, burns. Flowers grow wrapped in large ridged leaves, which I think those are. It's a weird looking plant. These are not large ridged leaves. Ooh, it smells like strawberry dipped in honey. Don't mind if I do. Not that. Not that. Flowers are soft purple with a sweet scent. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this weird mushroom looking thing as the shimmerlung. Burns brightly and noisily, which, I mean, is a pretty neutral effect. She's not going to be using it very neutrally, but you know. Okay, hopefully this is shimmerlung. No! Drat. A dried stem. So this is what the flowers look like? Dangerous secret. Oh, this! Oh my gosh, it's clearly this. Has a pleasing scent. The leaves have stiff. Oh my goodness. The leaves have stiff ribs. Flowers grow wrapped in large, rigid leaves. Okay, that's the shimmerlung. My bad. Shimmerlung. And this is, as of yet, unknown. Okay. That was a silly mistake. Here's your shimmerlung, madam. Have fun scaring small children. Candlewood produces a red flower that provides a shielding effect, protecting against all manner of afflictions of the mind. Long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. So this one? Sounds kind of like that one. Red flower, shielding effect, long, thin stems grow among tall leaves. That sounds like candlewood, if you ask me. Maybe let's label it as such for now. Candlewood. I love the name candlewood for a flower. What are these effects? Protecting against all manner of afflictions? That sounds like a good thing. We'll go with purple. Okay, ding dong. Ruth Douglas.
There is a beautiful plant that I've been looking for all over, but nobody seems to have any. Something. Monk brew? I'm not sure. I do know that you shouldn't touch the leaves, though.
Moonbeam? Beautiful plant, been looking for. Nobody seems to have any. Don't touch the leaves. That sounds like my moonbeam. Or meek dew. Beautiful flowers made up of many smaller florets. Sought after decorative plant. Yeah, don't touch the leaves. Okay, so that was the one that I was going to give that cranky man. But decided not to. Meekwood. Meek dew. Okay, this one. Have some meek do. And we're closed. Excellent. Okay, so it's the end of day 3 on Sunday, which I think is a perfect place to leave it. Let's just see what our card for day 3 is going to be. Oh, it's ripped. Time passed, a year, and then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, when she brooded, over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. Interesting. Day 4, Monday. Oh, and it's raining again. How delightful. Okay, well, we will start day 4 Monday in the next part. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. Please let me know what you think of this Let's Play so far. As always, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Nancy Drew and Sims 4 content. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.